Hey guys, what's up? Uh, drugs. What's drug addiction for me? I guess drug addiction for me is exactly what the term drug addiction is. It's a physical or mental dependence on a substance, whether that be legal or illegal, including alcohol, nicotine, caffeine. Video games, stuff like that. For me, it usually tends to mean heroin, crack, coke, all the fun ones. Um, I was just sort of trying to think back as to what was I thinking the first time I tried any of these drugs. And I'm racking my brains here, and I remember the first time I tried acid. I don't remember the first time I did crack. I don't remember the first time I tried coke. I remember the first time I tried heroin, because that was more recent. That was only in the last 5 years. Whereas in crack was like 20 years ago, right? So I look young. 20 years ago puts me at 16, and I started, yeah, that's about right. I started drugs when I was like 12, stealing hash oil joints out of my mom's closet. So thanks, Mom. And then just graduated from there, and it was it all happened so gradually. And I always, throughout the last 20 years, it always seems like I have control over it until I don't. So I go into it every single time thinking, this time will be different. I'm just going to do some on Saturday night with the boys, and then that'll be that. And every single time, it goes from just on Saturdays to now it's Friday nights and Saturday nights, and now it's on Wednesday nights to help break up the week. And before I know it, I'm sneaking off into the bathroom at work, or I'm sneaking off into the bathroom at home, or and I'm doing it by myself on a regular basis. And before I know it, it's been 14 days since I've put it down, or it's been 6 months since I've put it down, or it's been and I haven't missed a day in 7 weeks, where I've made sure to get high every single day for 7 weeks. So, you know what I mean? Like, just, and it always ended up happening like that. And I can remember a time only about 8 months ago where the idea of not being on drugs scared the crap out of me. And I couldn't imagine the idea of being clean and being sober. And I'm sitting here 7 months later, and I'm okay with it. I really am. I miss it sometimes, I guess. I don't know. I have daydreams. I have night dreams. I have, sometimes I can frickin' taste it. I hate even, now I'm talking about it. Now I'm thinking about it. So, the same with when you go to like an NA meeting. You don't talk about, that's because you don't want a whole group of people talking about how great the last time they got high was, or something like that. So you don't go in there talking about why you're there or how you got there, but you talk about why it's working for you, and how it's helped you, and what it's doing for you, and why you're there, and what you hope to gain by being there. And it's everything except talking about getting high or whatever, So, and I understand that, but sometimes I just want to kind of talk about that. I don't know if I would call it reminiscing, but so if there's somebody that's watching this that hasn't made day one yet, just know that if you want it bad enough, and the world comes crashing down around you hard enough, it's It is so achievable, and maybe you need something like Suboxone to help. It helped me. I don't believe that Suboxone should be a long-term thing. Now, the only thing that scares me is that I get off the Suboxone and another year or two goes by and I forget that I'm a drug addict, and one night I'm out drinking or something, and I end up doing so. Even if the Suboxone goes away, I'm still going to need to stay on a program to keep me clean. And if I don't stay on that program, then quitting Suboxone is going to be a dangerous thing for me. And it's something I think about a lot. Because right now, I don't know if Suboxone is the only thing keeping me clean, if I use that as my excuse to not go out and get drugs because I'm on Suboxone. I'm not sure exactly what it is, but I wonder what's going to happen when I'm not on Suboxone anymore and time's gone by. And so I guess I still have a lot of thoughts about that, a lot of worries, I guess. And I just hope that, well, it's not that I hope, but I just know that I need to take it one day at a time. And, I've got down to 6 milligrams all on my own. I was up to 30, so I'm doing really good that way. And even 3 months ago, if somebody would have said, "Hey, you're going to only be taking 6 milligrams a day," I would have thought, "Oh, you're crazy," because there's no way that 6 milligrams a day would have been enough for me. But today it is, so I think that's pretty cool too. But yeah, so I just thought I'd give a quick update. Maybe this can give some hope to somebody out there that is maybe having a hard time. So please please subscribe, and stay clean. Keep it, one day at a time. That's all I can say. It's literally one day at a time. And get that support system in place. Whether it be your wife, your girlfriend, your mom, your sister, your best friend's cousin, your whoever. And sometimes you might find support in places that you didn't expect to find it. And I'm not even going to elaborate on that, but you'll know what I mean when it happens to you. It'll be, somebody that you thought was too stuck up or something like that, and then it just turns out that the day you asked for help, that's all they'd been waiting for the whole time, was just for you to ask. And you'll be amazed and then there'll be other people that don't want to have anything to do with it, and they think that a person that is stuck on a drug is weak or something, and those are the people you need to just stay away from. I know a few friends of mine that they don't want to hear anything about the whole addiction thing. They think it's ridiculous. They don't understand it. It doesn't make any sense to them as to how I could possibly be addicted to something. And what do you mean? Why can't you just not do it? It doesn't make any sense to me, So those are the people right now, I don't really hang out with any of them, but I'm more on the supportive side. I talk to my doctor, I talk to my counselor, I talk to my people in my support team, stuff like that. I just try to gear everything in my life towards my recovery, and that's all it's about right now. Is every day that I'm not out doing drugs, finding drugs, selling drugs, buying drugs, whatever, and I'm at home with my kids every day like that, every day at home with the kids or the wife, that's a good day. And I can't believe I wasted so much time. I can't believe I spent so much time away. And then even when I was home, I wasn't really there. Now I love hanging out with them. Yeah, that's cool. I love that. You guys have a good one.